I'm going to strip out the inside of the van. Just do it, Will, and once you start doing it, don't stop until you're finished.
This is Mary, my beloved camper van that I bought 3 years ago as an empty carcass of a van for £6,000. Me and this van, we've been through it all. The rough times.
Whoa, what's happened to my brakes?
But also the good times.
This is what gives me love.
This van has taught me more things about life.
Oh, I'm just trying to find the right path.
And DIY in the last few years than any woodworking masterclass ever could. You'd think that after 2 years of building this van, I'd know exactly what I'm doing.
How am I going to do this now?
But sadly, you'd be very, very wrong.
Oh! I did my van build the complete wrong way round.
Today, I'm traumatizing myself as I've decided to rip it all out.
Why did I decide to do this? You are an idiot, Will.
And make some much needed upgrades and changes to the van.
I'm actually really nervous to rip out the van.
Warning, the following video contains strong language and the incorrect use of power tools and safety equipment, which some viewers may find offensive. You've been warned.
One step at a time. The van will be improved and I will love you even more. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today is going to be the first day one where I can actually use this beautiful workshop that I have created in the last video. And it is time to strip out the inside of this van, which I converted almost 1.5 to 2 years ago now. Take Mary to the spa, give her a bit of a freshen up, revamp the inside, and the big question I'm gonna get is why? Why do you want to redo the inside of your van? Because when you look at it, nothing's really wrong with it. And you're right, there isn't. However, I've used this van now for 2 or 3 years, a hell of a lot. Going away to Austria in it, going away to Scotland, the Brecon Beacons, and I know exactly what I want now. The van's always felt a little bit unfinished with bits of trim not finished off, bits of paint and bits of imperfections in the wood. And to be totally honest, I just want to practice a bit of DIY. Practice a bit of carpentry. Oh dear. Test my skills out. Oh. Now I've got this beautiful, wonderful workshop and all of this space to have a play around. So yeah, here goes nothing. This video is going to be a little bit all over the place of me redoing work that I've already done maybe 2 or 3 times, but hopefully giving my van a bit of a makeover. I've got a hell of a long list here on my phone, which I've been creating, to be honest with you, ever since I finished the van, of things that I wanted to add, things that I wanted to change. I want to turn my little storage compartment here into some shoe storage because it's just not practical. Whenever I go away in the van, you know, you usually have walking boots, slippers, and a pair of trainers. When you put them all on the floor, space goes straight away. So to try and turn this into a bit of shoe storage, I think is going to be a great idea. Also, I want to completely redo the seat covers this side and the one over there. Reason being is they're just a little bit mucky and dirty now. They've been in here for a couple of years, so they've had a few stains on them. They actually look quite fresh in this lighting, but I can promise you there are things like spaghetti bolognese and fajita sauce all over it. One of my biggest gripes and things that I want to change straight away is this sliding table here. When you use it like that now, you think, oh, that's actually quite good. Very simple, very easy. The only problem with the sliding table is that when somebody is actually lying on the bed and you've got weight on the mattress, the table won't go in or out. So I've got a plan for that. Another thing I want to change is this bed. Now, the reason for that is when I'm sleeping, my feet, because of the height of the mattress and the bed, actually hit the edge of here, which is quite annoying. So I'm hoping just to raise the bed up literally an inch or so, which should mean my feet can then dangle off the edge of the bed. My kitchen cupboard, it's just an absolute mess. There's no organization in here. Going to completely redo that. Likewise with the bedroom storage, again, I'm just going to try and make it organized so that when I put boxers, pants, socks, whatever you want in here, everything kind of has a place and give it a little bit more of a finished look. For the longest time, I've wanted to replace these 2 drawers and this little cupboard door here. However, I may have had a slight change of plan and I think I might redo the entire kitchen. Wish me luck. I hope I don't make the van look worse, otherwise I'm going to be in big trouble. Not from me, but from you guys. First task, get the mattress out, which is never easy. Oh shit, I've just broken my USB thing. Broke my fairy lights. Brilliant. At least the mattress is out. This really does feel so wrong. You'd really think I'd have a plan for this, wouldn't you? But I haven't. Not yet anyway. with this garage area is really just to kind of box stuff in a little bit so that this is all hidden and doesn't look ugly and out the way. I can then build a bit of a shelf on here so I can actually put things on top, just to make this garage area basically a little bit more practical and functional, not just one big mess. Also, my garage flooring has come completely loose, so need to re-stick that down. I was thinking of completely replacing that for something else, but I didn't want to go spending crazy money when, to be honest, all it needs is a bit of a wipe and some new glue. Trying to remember what went where, what goes where, is the first step to all of this. This fridge stinks. There's a fly in there, and I got some mayonnaise and some beers. I can't even see the screw. Come on, fridge. I can't remember which way I put the fridge in. Oh, I forgot that was there. The fridge is out. Oh, I have a feeling this is all going to look a lot worse before it starts to look better. Tell you what, it's good to see the old IKEA bed setup that I made stayed strong and works. I think a lot of you guys have also used this method in your own vans, and I tell you what, I'd do it again and again. The strongest bed you will probably ever get in a van. I have to say, I'm finding one major problem so far with ripping out the whole bed system and the back, and that's the more I rip out, the more I want to redo. Because I've not planned any of this, and because, to be totally honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing, we've come to the first problem. My plan to basically raise the bed slightly and to make the sliding table pull out when somebody's actually on the bed was to put these battens either side, because I've got this heavy duty drawer slider which extends out, which is kind of perfect. However, the thickness of this is actually thicker than the wood. I'm now trying to work out how I can do this without having to go and buy more wood. Honestly. Oh man, do I really want to do another van build again? I get so frustrated with myself when I feel like something like this should be super simple. And I start beating myself up at the fact that I don't know how to do it, therefore I start calling myself an idiot. But actually, if you've never done anything like this before, how would you know? The only way you know is trial and error. And that was a big reason why I wanted to get the workshop, to try things that I haven't been able to try before. Yes, it's going to be scary, it's going to be overwhelming, but it will also be rewarding because I do enjoy doing stuff like this. It's just the pre-planning that I'm not so good at. Buggers my brain. I'm going to build myself a prototype, a little test piece to see how things are going to work and if I can make it work with the current equipment, materials I've already got. I probably should have put on the slider on the table first, then screwed it onto the wood, then screwed the wood into the beam. But if you don't know, you don't know. Shit. How am I going to do this now? I know what's going to come in super handy for this. Grandpa, you are a legend and you are still looking down on me because this should do the job. Oh, going the wrong way. Am I? No, I wasn't. If you missed me building this workshop, then make sure to check out the recent video. But this is actually my granddad's old bench, and I wanted to keep it in memory of him because he was so good at DIY and building things. Shame I didn't get those skills from him, or any skills to be honest, just a big nose. Oh my god, I can't access the screws here because I've obviously got my batten on, so I'm gonna have to take my batten off. Oh man, this is gonna be the longest learning process of my life and probably your life. Special delivery, hold work for 1 second. I am very excited and I feel like I deserve this. How does a free case of London beers sound to you? So my good friends over at Beer 52 are offering you guys a free and exclusive case of 8 different beers, all based around London, and it's been developed in collaboration with Transport for London. To get one of these absolutely delicious boxes of beer, simply go to www.beer52.com/will, and all you have to do is simply cover the costage of postage to claim your free case right now. So we've got all sorts of different beers here. We've got a hazy IPA, we've got a Nottingham
King Hell Gate, which is a lager. We've got a pale ale, we've got loads of different ones, even a raspberry and mango pale ale.
Oh, I tell you what, oh dear, I could not be a bartender.
Also, please excuse me, I don't have a glass in the workshop currently, so this little van cup will have to do the job.
Oh, that is sublime. That is really nice, apart from the froth. Shame I haven't got a flake. I'll be honest, I'm no beer connoisseur, however, this is an extremely smooth IPA, bursting with tropical flavours, some may say. So Beer 52 are the UK's #1 beer club, showcasing the best independent breweries from across the world. This month, as you can see, they've teamed up with a host of London's most innovative breweries to create an exclusive case of beer, celebrating the city's incredible transport network, and of course, brewing excellence. If you don't like dark beer, no problemo. I'm not a massive fan of dark beer, I've got to be honest with you. However, you can actually choose a light case. And don't forget, you of course get a couple of these snacks with it as well. Look at them, they are literally mini poppadoms. And I love an Indian. Indian is probably my absolute favourite takeaway. You can discover the concepts behind the beers with the award-winning Ferment magazine, which includes a one-of-a-kind craft beer tube map developed in collaboration with TfL. And even after all of that, if you're still not satisfied, you can pause and cancel your subscription at any time. So if you want to check out a Beer 52 for yourself, get a case of 8 delicious beers completely free. All you have to do is pay for postage, which is literally £5.95. Then make sure to head over to www.beer52.com/Will, and just to make sure it's beer52.com/Will. After that much needed beer stop, let's crack on with the rest of the van.
Please stay. Now go. Oh! I swear everybody else on YouTube makes stuff like this look so easy. I've been addicted to watching DIY videos recently, and nobody ever has these problems, but they must have them. I hate my life right now. One thing I have learnt over the last 2 years: patience, patience, patience. Why is this so difficult for me to do? I need to stay away from DIY. I just need one screw in, right. Don't ask me to make a cupboard. Yes, thank God for that. The sliders are on. Time to put the batten back on and test it all out. I'm sure I don't see carpenters on the internet holding their piece of wood up with their head. How would you do this? There must be a way to take this off, because I can't access some of these screw holes. Bastard. Righty-ho then. Let's see if the prototype has worked. Don't ask me how long this took me. Oh no. The lip on this side is the right way up, but the lip on this side is not, which means... I can't believe it. I'm the world's biggest moron. Have a look at this. There is a clip which I have just found here in the drawer slide, which now look. You live and you learn, that's for sure. Now I've done this, I'll see you back inside the van when I've actually screwed everything on the way it's supposed to be.
A few moments later.
I actually did something that works. Nothing is fixed in place whatsoever. Like I say, I don't plan on actually using this table because it's not quite thick enough. I'm gonna need a piece of wood that's that thick. That's gonna be another thing, playing around with the thickness of the wood. Okay, well this works though. Even though it's taking me half a day to figure that out. And it will probably take me another half a day tomorrow to get it fully functioning. Oh, have I got something very exciting to show you. We got a piece of wood. We got a worktop. Well, I'm absolutely chuffed. This morning on my way back to the workshop, I messaged a few people on Facebook Marketplace and I came across the loveliest guy ever who was selling an old table, and he actually cut this piece of wood down for me. So this should now be the perfect size table for what I actually need. I paid £60 for the worktop piece, which I don't think is too bad considering I went to Howden's, Wickes and everywhere like that, and some of the massive 3-meter lengths of worktop that they sell was about £200, and I obviously don't need to spend that much, and I don't need that much length of wood. So if you need any wood in the future, Facebook Marketplace seems to be the place to go. You can see it's a real lovely piece of solid oak. Of course, I'll give this all a proper sand down, get rid of the burn marks from when we were cutting it, take all this kind of lacquer off the top, sand it down and then re-oil it, and it should be bloody lovely. And Nick, if you're watching this video, it was so good to meet you, and thank you for the advice and tips on carpentry and DIY. Lovely. Not happy about that. Too much movement and it's not secure enough, so I've got a plan. Better. That's solid as a rock. Ain't going anywhere now. Right, this is the moment of truth. Hopefully I've done everything correctly. The table's done. I now have a proper sliding table that is installed and working with a nice piece of oak wood. Bloody brilliant. Oh man, that took so long. But practice, practice, practice. That can come off, I think. Why is it wet? Smells as well. Oh, look at all of that under it. Oh, what has happened there? When you use a van like I've done, things happen, things spill over, things leak, and that's exactly what's happened plenty of times in my garage. Dropped some cream, it went all over the place. I couldn't get under here because the fridge was in the way. I've had a leak from the water system, and that has gone all underneath these mats here, which probably explains, to be honest, why a lot of this black matting has come loose. So I'm going to take most of it up, apart from this piece here, because my battery's going to go on there. Just need to give everything a bit of a clean. Everything's cleaned up, and now really is time for, I think, the fun to begin, and probably the biggest upgrade that I'm going to make on this van. Bear with me, it's very heavy. That's right, I've upgraded and got a bigger, better, more powerful lithium battery. So I know this battery is massive and it weighs a ton. However, if this was a normal lead acid AGM battery, this honestly would be about 5 times the weight. The fact that it's lithium and I've got that much power in this, it's a really lightweight battery if you were to compare it to a lead acid or an AGM. If I end up running out of battery and having power problems with this, then I've done something seriously wrong. It's got a built-in BMS, which is battery management system, which basically helps and protects the battery from overcharge, from discharge. It's got a built-in temperature sensor that will kick in once the battery actually drops below a certain temperature, just to keep it running to its 100% full potential. Here we go. Oh God. I'm really hoping this is going to be a matter of just swapping it in, plugging everything back in together and adjusting a few settings and let that be that. But things are never as easy as that, unfortunately. If you're ever fitting a battery, make sure you clamp the thing down, because if this went flying when you're driving, it's going to kill you or someone. Right, get in position, my friend. That's not going anywhere. The battery is in. Now it's time to connect all of these back up, sort all of this wiring out, make things a little bit tidier and a little bit prettier to look at, to be honest with you. Let's be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're doing it anyway. Oh shit, should have connected the negative first, I think. Jesus. I've just checked on the internet and it says to connect this. Fucking hell. Right, according to my calculations, we should now have electricity back. Well, that's a good start. Does the fan work? Of course it does, no problemo. Lights, brilliant. LED light, wonderful. LED light, wonderful. I think we're back on track. Another big reason why I wanted to actually upgrade to this Fogstar battery is because they actually have their own Bluetooth connection, which will then connect to the Fogstar app, which I am very, very excited about, because that basically means I will be able to get an accurate reading of what that battery percent is actually on. I can see here that the battery is at 98%, and it also tells me the power that is being used. I'm using currently 46 watts. The battery that I had connected before, it would all go through the Victron setup, but the readings that I was getting out of the Victron app were not accurate at all. It kept telling me that my battery level was at 100%, however it wasn't. There was no way it was, because I ran out of battery when I was away in the Brecon Beacons. So actually having a specific app that connects to the battery directly from the manufacturer couldn't be any more accurate. So yeah, very, very happy about that. You want to pick one of these up? Check out the link in the description to the merch. Oh yeah, that's a lot of crap. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to take that off. I forgot half the stuff I've done in this van. Live cables, be careful. Well, this is a little bit scary. The TV is out. I can't access the screw holes to take it off, all as one piece. Always make your cabinets outside of your van and then bring it inside the van when it comes to installing it. All this to rebuild a van I've already built once. Oh! Oh god. Oh god. We got a loose cabinet. Oh dear. Oh god, and this one still won't come undone. Brilliant. Come on! Oh, why aren't you coming undone? Oh, stay there. Oh, this just to repaint the bloody walls. Holy guacamole. I just don't want anything to snap. I'm absolutely dripping. Why is it not coming undone? It's because the screw is bent. I need a frickin' jigsaw. Oh, I'm cutting it out. No. It's not going to work. I need a hacksaw, but I haven't got a hacksaw either to cut through that screw. I've already spent hundreds on tools and I've still not got the right bits. I'll see you when I've figured this out. I've done it. It's off. I'd love to say in one piece, but I'm never doing another van build again. Time to take out this last cupboard, and I think, I pray to the gods, it should be a lot easier to come out, he says. Oh god, have I spoken too soon? I can literally see all of the screws that need to come out, unlike that one. So why are you not coming out? In the future, I'm going to make sure that I build everything out of the van, and then bring it into the van, and then install it in the van. When we installed and built the bloody cabinets, we screwed a batten onto the back, and we've obviously gone in at different angles. So when I'm trying to get a drill in here now, I can't quite get the correct angle that I need to get the screw out. I think doing this was worse than building the bloody thing. There's got to be another frickin' screw in here somewhere, but where? Please don't tell me they're underneath here. Brilliant, it's not there then. I don't know what's holding this up right now. I don't know. I don't know.
A few moments later.
I figured it out. The screws I put in the hinges were also biting into the ceiling. Now the cupboards are actually down, it makes it far more easy for me to actually build the cupboards in a certain way to add some little storage units, some shelves, just to keep everything a little bit more organised. And I'll probably replace all of this, I think, just to make it out of some nice, decent wood. Oh my god, I am really starting this van build again. It's gonna be worth it. I'm really hoping that putting everything back together should actually be relatively quick, because I've already got all of the templates of the things that I need. Okay. This really doesn't feel right. All of my stuff from inside of the van I have completely removed, and the van is looking the most empty it's ever looked. I'm going to give everything a nice sand down, clean it all out, fill in the holes like this and like this with some wood filler, and then put another lick of paint on, which really should make a big difference in here. So the reason I've decided to take this down is because, as you can see, I never actually finished the inside of here, and I have stored things up here. It's been not a problem, but it's been a bit of a pain in the arse because things roll down the back. So my plan is to put a nice bit of ply in here, flatten it all out, just tidy it up a little bit, because like I said, the entirety of the van in different areas has always felt a little bit unfinished. So there we have it. The upgrades on the van are well and truly underway, and one thing I had completely forgotten is everything takes so long. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give the video a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you next week with yet more upgrades and more changes to this van. Ciao, ciao.